$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike 14. Mike 14. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. It's caught. Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Harris running straight ahead, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This complete left side to Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. they find a way to pick him up at a very good clip.
Now Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
They go play action now. Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion right is Smith. They go play action with Wilson. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 14, Mike 14. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derek Young, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
My 14, my 14. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. Scene 6. My 14, my 14.
There's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike 14, Mike 14. All day, pump. 14's the mic, 14's the mic.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The slot man in motion right. Jones now on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Sir, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off.
And now here is another interception. Marcus Jones picks it. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Bryce Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They send Parker in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All again on 2nd down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll go again with Hall.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And some room to roam now. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 16-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Didn't get the touchdown, but a big first down, and now they're 6 feet away from the end zone.
And a little bit of momentum as well. To get down to the 2-yard line, first and goal, playbook's open now, right? What do you want to call? You want to call power? You want to call quarterback run game? Do you want to throw the ball? The entire playbook is available for the play caller.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play ready.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jones.
Flushed out right.
He's got Henry.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Bang, 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 bang. 66. Louis, fly. Charlie. Mike 14.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time, not an ally.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He finds Wilson.
And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Wilson to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate